And welcome back. Welcome back for real this time. This one we're starting off strong with this one. We just entered the King Angler Mausoleum, and we're here to get that next emblem. And it starts off really good here. You can do another spell cancel in this cutscene that's coming up. There's no audio in it, so I can talk. But look at me running around during this cutscene. Lady, I got you this bottle. Look how nice this bottle is. Don't you like it? What about you, King? Do you want this bottle? Oh, and then, yeah, he beats the hell out of her. That's mean, King. And he's just twirling around. You just hit this lady. Now this boss, he's not too bad. He's really pretty easy if you get the right strategy down. So yeah, you hit him with that bottle to start off with, and then you just wail on him. And you can see I back off pretty early, probably too early. But if you hit him too soon, or if you hit him too long, he'll freeze you. But yeah, you just bring him over here and hit that button for the fire, and then he can fall down, and you can still hit him without getting off the button. And it's just kind of like a, yeah, the quick kill here is nice. Do I get it in one go? I think I do in this attempt. I do, yeah. It's actually really, sometimes it's hard to set that up. But a cutscene's coming up, so I'm gonna be quiet.
Father? That was not you.
Princess Finn, you are safe. Do not worry for the dead, or they will drag you down to their graves with them. This was not King Angler. His Royal Highness is the King of the Deep Gorge now.
This young champion saved me? You shall be rewarded. You can have anything that is in my power to give. What? You need Emblem of Ocean to slay Oceanhorn.
Oceanhorn is a demon that has obsessed our kingdom for the past 1,000 years. It is a horrible monster born from the same darkness that cursed you.
I shall give the Emblem of Ocean to your care, young one. If you broke the nightmare that bound me for 1,000 years, surely you can defeat this monster.
And now we have it. The next ocean, we have the ocean emblem. And so, Princess Old Gilman? Yeah, I need to find the coral saber. That's what we're doing. Not next, right? I have to check. I don't think that's what we're doing right away, though. I say that like I haven't. Yeah, that's where we're going next, actually. Okay. So yeah, luckily for me, and the people here, I know exactly where the coral saber is. That's where we're heading. Yeah, we're just sailing along. Man, I still get giddy watching the sailing. It is so pretty. Ooh, seagull. Sorry, I was drinking. My throat was parched here. Yeah, it's kind of a long stretch of quietness. I probably should have said something in that time, but yeah, that's okay. I've been talking for a while. You know, it's good to rest the old vocal cords. Now this next island's really short, really straightforward little island because it doesn't have a dungeon. We're really just coming here to get the saber, the coral saber. There's also no monologue either. It's like the only island where your father doesn't have monologue to go with it. Well, I guess that makes sense because he didn't get the coral saber. This next puzzle coming up here, easily my least favorite puzzle. Like, don't ask me why, but it's just something about it. It's just always, when I was doing the run, it was the hardest one for me to get down. You gotta push this block and then push the statue, push the block some more. It's just, I would always get the sequence wrong. But I got it this time, surprisingly. And you're just trying to line them up is all. That was the whole goal. And yeah, every single time I tried that puzzle, I would usually fail it, you know, 3-4 times. And then we just throw a bomb over here on this gravesite. Like, I'm sorry, I don't know who was there, but we got the master key. That's desecrating a grave. That's not good, but we needed a key, you know. And now that we have the master key, now we can get what we came here for, the coral saber, the mightiest of all weapons. It really is too. It has a effect to where when you have full hearts, you can shoot a little like beam out of it. And look, here it is. I forgot, I don't know off the top of my head, like, all the lore of the story and stuff, you know. But, ooh. Yeah, so, it's breathtaking. But yeah, I don't know all the lore and everything. So I can't remember the warrior that wielded this sword and took down this, living fortress, sadly. I mean, I knew all of the lore pretty deeply at one point, but then that was when I first played the game casually. And then after that, I took a break, and later on I came back and I 100% completed the game, and then took another little break, and then, you know, I learned the speedrun and stuff, and that's my most recent experience. And there's not a lot of story with the speedrun, you know. So yeah, now we're going back to. I can't pronounce it. I can't pronounce the town still. Tequil? That's where we're going next, though. And this next part of the game, I don't know if it's my favorite. I really like this this quest. This like little quest we have. We're almost at the end of the game. We don't have much longer to go. But we're basically on this like scavenger hunt. You'll see what I mean. After this island, but when I was playing this casually, I actually got stuck on this part. I wasn't for sure what to do. But the whole reason we came here was, if you look in the back on that house, there's this little what is it, like a rooster, like a compass thing that goes on top of barns or whatever. Yeah, right here. We need this thing for the scavenger hunt. And you have to be careful with it when you're doing the speed run, because if you can break it, and that's a huge time killer. And this lady was in the way, and I kept accidentally talking to her. That's also not very good to do. Yeah, so we need that, and we get a good old call from Hermit, who's basically, that's who we're doing the bad island selection there. That's who we're doing the scavenger hunt for. I wish that they would have scattered out the items. I think that would have been cool. I mean, I guess that'd probably be tedious, and I'm sure people wouldn't like it. And I'm sure they did it like probably the best way that most people wouldn't care. But I personally, when all the items you need are on Hermits Hermits Island, and so you just have to run around the island and get all the stuff he needs. But I think it would have been cool to have it scattered out along different islands. So it'd have been like a proper little scavenger hunt. That would have been cool. But that's just my opinion, though. Like I said, I'm sure other people would think it was tedious and boring, but I don't know. Like more excuses to sail is always good on me, you know. But yeah, so here we are, Hermits Island again. It's kind of like our home base, technically. I mean, this is the starting island, Sun Cliff. And so yeah, you see we got the, what's it called, like a cuckoo. I don't know what it's called. It's just a little compass thing, you know. It points, well, not compass, I guess. It just does, like, it shows the direction of the wind. So you have to be very careful throwing that around, because if you hit an enemy, it'll break, or you could accidentally throw it off into the water. You know, that's not good. And so we're coming here, because, to our surprise, there's a whole extra dungeon here that you don't get right off the bat, which is right through here in this well. The Great oh my god, I cannot speak, I swear. So yeah, we're coming here to get something a little special to go along with the scavenger hunt, because Hermit's building us a thing. Here's a puzzle, but you can just skip by it. Just running along the little edges of the, you know. So that's always good. And this, I have a flashback, I think, coming up in a minute of an awful mistake that I made during the run. I mean, that's okay, because we turn it into comedy. So yeah, we push that statue over, opens the door, and yeah, here, if you see a button in the back, you're supposed to use your magic to hit it. I hit the corner, completely messed it up and missed the button. So the button, that's coming up, but it doesn't, it doesn't hit the, well, if you hit the button, it brings down a little thing. Like the little, what are those things called? Little pillar, like those pillars right there. Not these ones specifically, but, you know. Here's the spot in question where I was supposed to hit the button and I missed it the first time. And that's what it's supposed to do. You'll also notice here, I had two mistakes in this one area. You're supposed to put a bomb here when you come through here originally. It blows off this little section of the wall, and it reveals a hidden chest. And then inside is just a key you need. And since this is the second attempt, you'll see when I run by here in present day, it's already done. But that's what you're supposed to do. But you gotta just squeeze by here. You gotta watch out for these skeletons too. If you're on low health, you know, they can murder you. And that one almost did. So yeah, we come here to get this contraption. Lost Stone Cube of Archimedes. This little thing's useful. Let's see. Yeah. I already have the Emblem of Ocean. I already have it. I'm ahead of the game. So yeah, I guess technically you're supposed to do this before. I forget the proper sequence you're supposed to do all this stuff in. Since it's been a while since I played it casually. But yeah, we're gonna leave, but then Hermit says again, you know, hey, you can come back now. I'm good. So that's what we're gonna do. Since it's like the trigger, I guess, for after we find the Emblem of Ocean, and we have it. So now this is the scavenger hunt part I was talking about. And that's what we got the cuckoo thing up for. And so yeah, so we start off. You have to kill these guys just so you don't accidentally throw one of the items at and hit a enemy and it breaks. Yeah, the first thing we have to get up here is a stool, which is I mean, right there, not too hard to find. So I think it would have been cool if it had been like a specific stool, like type, you know, and it's on the withered ledge. You have to go find it, you know, and then we'd have to get a bedroll. You know, that'd be cool to put, you know, maybe back at town, something like that. Yeah, I can see though that would be really annoying for some people. Yeah, so we got that, or we got these 2 items. It's just one more now, which is just over here. It's a torch. That's what we need. I'm saying it like it's a mystery. But you have to put these close to him here, so you can talk to him and pick him up at the same time. And then here's a torch. And now you may be asking, like, hey, what does he need all this stuff for? Well, he's gonna build us something to help us get to the island, the Sky Island, and it's amazing. You know what? I think the next cutscene doesn't have any dialogue, so I might just keep my mic on, just so you can get the reaction here. And look, there's the cuckoo. It's rising up triumphantly on top of a giant balloon. It's like a hot air balloon, except you'll notice that it's actually my boat. He equipped my boat with a hot air balloon. How cool is that? Or it's flying away. I wish it would have been like, I mean, look how pretty this game is now from the air. You can see the curvature of the Earth. Like, I don't know if they're on Earth, but so I wanted to dip out a little bit just so you can experience the, you know, nice music and the epicness of this cutscene. This is just so cool. But this, the reason I'm talking now and not, I didn't wait, was because there's I made a big mistake here. Another flashback.
When I was a lad, I met a girl who said she had fallen from the sky. Mary. I always called her the Princess of the Sky. She said she had lost her memory. But whenever she looked at that island in the sky, I could see a longing in her eyes. Did she really come from the sky?
So yeah, when I did this the first time, I actually took a break when I got to here. And what I didn't know though, was that if you quit and then come back, the monologue doesn't play. So luckily I was recording that part so I could tack it on as a as a flashback, because I didn't want to leave that out. So I wanted to include all the story. So you see I took a hit here. I try to keep my health low because there's a couple of death warps. And so keeping your health low is good, although they're not for a ways off, so it's not too smart to start off the island with low health. But yeah, this is Sky Island. It's a pretty island. I like this island too. This island's got 2 dungeons in it. And then up here through here we have a little more of the story. So I'm gonna be quiet.
So I lived to see the day. The daring youngster with a flying machine. I am Arcadian Grandmaster Ludwig. Welcome to Sky Island. We are all descendants of Arcadians. Tryloth, the dark energy of creation, lifted this mass of land and separated us from the surface 1,000 years ago. You are seeking the emblem of sun. That reminds me of the old days. We had a tradition. Every year, a young maiden was chosen to represent Sol, goddess of light. She was given the emblem of sun, and she would give joy to our people. 20 years ago, we faced a horrible tragedy. A scholar studying the Arcadian code went mad. He said he had listened to a ghost in the machine that had promised to bring Sky Island back to the ground. All he needed was the emblem of sun. In our despair, we believed the promises. knows what happened to her. The emblem of sun was lost ever since. With your airship broken, there's no way to go back to the ground now. But don't worry, you'll get used to living here after a while.
And so here we have another puzzle. You just have to light these torches and stand in a specific spot, which is a little tricky. I'm not sure. I think you have to push the statue, maybe, to get it to stay. I was really struggling here. Yeah, I think you have to just push the statue. I was just messing up really bad. Yeah, we get the key, and now we're going to, oh yeah, Mystery Man. Yeah, we got the key, so now we're gonna go to the first little dungeon. Just over here. This isn't like the main dungeon. It's like the first, like, I guess like mini dungeon, I guess you would call it. Yeah, here we have to do another magic cancel. Saves a little bit of time. I love the magic cancel. Now in this first little dungeon, there's a good, or not good, there's this cool skip that I think it was recently found, which is just coming up, and you can skip like the whole, like a couple of puzzles, and it's really really clever little skip. I'm not sure exactly how much time it saves, but I mean, it's gotta save some time. See, it's right here. You have to switch to your bombs. You break that, and instead of pushing these crates on top of the buttons, you push them off over here. Well, I messed up that one. But you push them over here, and then you switch back to your boots, and you can actually jump this gap instead of having to do that whole part.
Ah, you're right here. Yes, this is the place. You see the machinery up there, up the stairs? Throw your bomb right there.
And you notice this dark mystery man stole my mother's necklace, so we gotta go get that back. And if you notice in that cutscene, and the monologue from the father, that was actually my mother in that cutscene that fell from the sky. And that was her necklace, so. See, it's really dangerous to come through here with such low health. And that's why there's another flashback coming up. So, the first one here, you can see me pop my level up to get full health, but see, the first time I came through here, there's this crate here. You're supposed to throw a bomb and blow that up. And you didn't see that in the present day run, because the first time I did that, you can see I had little health. And like a fool, I got unlucky with the eye. He was staring right at me and just murdered me. So yeah, back to the present day. It's kind of unlucky that we have full health. This right here is my favorite puzzle in the game. I just really like how it flows. It's really fun to do. And it's fun to figure out too. But and then coming up here through this gate is the first death warp of this area. Well, first, is there? Yeah, there's multiple ones. Yeah, this is the first one. This is why you want to be low health, so you can do this quicker. You just let this flamethrower guy kill you, and then it just teleports you back to the start of the little area or the room. So. Yeah, you want to jump down right there. I always forget. But yeah, so we got that key, so now we can go to the middle area. Another magic. I think that magic cancel was useless, to be honest, but sometimes I forgot to use it when I needed to. You see here we're just trying to get this laser to hit the thing to open the door for us, which we did. And this puzzle gave me a lot of trouble too when I was trying to learn the speedrun. There's a lot of moving parts to it. If you do your spin attack, you can actually hit that and have time to jump on the little pillars, which is a little interesting trick. Then once you get on top, you want to do a magic cancel. Then you gotta hit that. Yeah, it's hard to keep up with this one. There's a lot of stuff, so you can just follow along with what I just did. So it's important to have stamina after that too, because you have to break 2 different crates with your boots by rolling into them. And we hit that, get another key, and the next item is the last item we get for the run, if you don't count the whistle, because that's kind of just I mean, I guess I don't know. I don't know if you'd count it or not. But yeah, up here we have to do that same trick from before. A little twirly. Magic cancel so you can jump right away. And then through here is we get a new shield. New useful shield. This shield's cool too. I forgot what it was called. Shield of... I didn't even read it. I didn't read it in time. Yeah, this shield, this golden shield, that's gonna come in handy. We're pretty much fully like equipped now. I just gotta run past the so we got that key. Did we get a key? Yeah, we got it. No, we didn't. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm sorry. It's currently like 5 in the morning. I'm finally finishing recording this. So but here it's important to have, if you have enough health, you can just run by this. Which is good because there's another death warp coming up. I messed up my bomb throws here, but you know, you basically just have to destroy all these crates. Or yeah, crates. And you see when I block now, there's this big bubble around me. That's what the shield does. I think you have to have full magic for it to do that, which is really cool. And over here, you're supposed to use this button, or your magic to hit this button. For some reason I've noticed, maybe it might just be the PS4 version, but you have to get really close. You have to keep it in frame, or in the screen, because sometimes you'll do the magic and then it like won't work. I don't know. It's weird. So you have to like get kind of close to it, closer than you would if you were playing on like PC or something, I think. Yeah, here we just hit this button. And we just have to wait for this water. And the next death warp is coming up soon. Which I have the perfect health for. Because that eyeball we just passed is who we have to let kill us. And they only do like half a heart of damage, so it works, you know. So yeah, we come here to get the master key. Let's see, yeah, we're almost done with this dungeon. It has this dungeon has a boss, and so like we're really close to the end of the game. And yeah, there's the death warp. You're supposed to do a magic cancel, but I always forget to do a magic cancel after that. So you can kind of skip out that cutscene. So yeah, now we're just heading to the boss. This boss is probably the easiest boss in the game. I mean, for me anyway. It's really easy. Oh, cutscene.
Why isn't this working? What am I missing? Do you hear me, Master?
Materialization. Opening communication protocol. I sense the power of the gods. Emblems of creation. The order will be restored. I will resurrect as your god.
And here's the boss, Shadow Mesmeroth. This guy's really cool. I guess he was supposed to be like the ghost in the machine, Spiritus Ex Machina. See, you just want to come over here, and you shoot him with 3 arrows, and then he does this next phase. And then the trick here is, you have to watch the little orbs as they fall, and he'll always be the one that falls last. And so that's not, not too difficult. And so then he does his next, like little phase here, where he turns these machines on. These little like dart shooting things. Those things are actually vicious. They're hard to dodge sometimes. I think I got lucky. I don't think I got hit one time by him this time. Ooh, almost spoke too soon. And then once you do that, then he just comes back and you repeat the process. So yeah, that's kind of why this is like the easiest boss. You gotta be careful though if he hits you with this fire. S. Mesmeroth. Yeah, that's I was so close to killing him with 2 cycles, but maybe I messed up, I don't know. Might be able to do it faster, I'm not sure. But three's okay. There we go. Oh, he's so angry.
My defeat means nothing. It has already begun.
That's my mother's necklace.
There are no words to describe our gratitude. You brought back the hope that Arcadia can be restored. Grand Core is back in the power grid. Its power flows through the ancient kingdom. We were shocked to find out Mesmeroth's spirit was lurking inside our machines all this time. I'm afraid the program is still active, and its purpose is to resurrect Mesmeroth himself. With the Shadow Mesmeroth interface destroyed, the only way for Mesmeroth's resurrection is to move into another machine. And the only Arcadian machine left is Living Fortress Oceanhorn. But for the first time in the history of Sky People, our studies pay off. We can open the door to Arcadia Ruins for you.
So now we know Arcadia Ruins, that's the last island we're going to. So really close to the end of the game and final boss. But yeah, you saw now we have all the emblems, which I guess we've technically had for a while since we didn't know my mother's necklace was the sun one. So now we're heading to try to defeat Mesmeroth, who took over the last living fortress, Oceanhorn. I think this is the last time we'll be sailing. Oh, it's kind of sad to see it end. But at the same time, it's good. This has been a lot of work putting this together. It was worth it though. I really hope people like this. If I upload this and it only gets a few views, I'm gonna be so sad. Oh, and the sky darkens. purpley clouds. It's really pretty.
Bound by blood. That's what the old archives tell about the living fortresses and their pilots. Machines created to protect the kingdom of Arcadia became its worst nightmare. After Mesmeroth shred the world to pieces, corrupted living fortresses made sure nothing would rise from the ashes. People survived, even men with my bloodline. The living fortress Oceanhorn can trace my blood, as I am a descendant of that ancient pilot who used to operate Oceanhorn. Somewhere there, beyond those impenetrable walls of White City, rests Oceanhorn, surrounded by thousands of withering bones of ancient Arcadians. The kingdom cannot be rebuilt until that monster is destroyed.
So yeah, during the speed run, you're not supposed to just stop there, but I had to keep that. I had to let all the monologue play. You know, I'm trying to get the whole story here. Normally, you want to roll into the whistle and then hit the ladder, and it's important you keep the treasure boots in that little area so you can roll past the water. So one more cutscene here. Not one more, but still.
Kid, you came. My plan did not work out. All of a sudden it changed and I could not control it anymore. But I was able to cut it loose from the power grid. It cannot repair itself now. Listen, when Oceanhorn wakes up, it will try to fry you with its death ray. Make sure you are prepared. You are a tough kid. You have your mother's strength. Light inside you. It makes you go one step further. Something I never had. When this is all over, we should visit her grave and tell her all about your adventures. No, it's moving again. Run, kid! Just leave me and save yourself!
And here's the final boss, Oceanhorn himself. Well, itself. So you want to start off just using your arrow to hit his leg. You run over here, hit his other leg. But you can do this a lot faster. But I kind of played it safe because I was really struggling with him. Because he throws out these random bombs. And being that this is a speed run, we didn't pick up any kind of part containers, so he can kill you in 2 bombs, and it's really frustrating. So kind of the safe strat is to run back and use your arrows. Oh, that one kind of glitched out, but if you do this good, you can do this in 2 cycles, I think. Yeah, there we go. Nice. And so here it's just kind of like we're waiting around for this like slow-mo.
This is it, son! Deliver the final blow!
And of course, he has to have a second form, you know, he's the last boss. That first phase is so frustrating. I can't, it's just that when you're doing a speed run, it's really frustrating because you're trying to beat him fast and he can kill you so quick. But yeah, so the trick here is just hit these electrical things, and then Mesmeroth will pop out, or Dark Apostle, and you just beat him up with the bombs, and then blow the whistle, and that's time. That's where speedrun ends.
No, it's not possible. Nobody else should be able to control it.
And now he's on our side.
No!
That's epic, right? That's so cool. Oh, my father's hat. But don't worry, he's okay. He's fine.
Now I begin to understand. When Mesmeroth cursed the sacred emblems, the balance of the world was disturbed and it had a severe effect on living fortresses. Without the guidance of the emblems, they lost their sense of purpose. When your mother brought the emblem of sun back to this world, some part of Oceanhorn woke up. Suddenly it had a direction. Desperately started to seek the right pilot, a descendant of the Knight's bloodline. Only the most noble among knights were chosen to be pilots of living fortresses. Those were our ancestors who operated these war machines. All that Arcadians ever wanted was to secure peace, but sometimes desperately clinging onto doing good can be an act of evil. It was forbidden to combine technology, magic, and blood in Arcadia. But Archimedes was willing to cross that border by creating living fortresses when the existence of Arcadia was threatened. He was not the first one to succeed in these dark arts. Mesmeroth turned himself immortal by doing the same thing. He sacrificed his body by casting a dark magic that bound his soul into a machine. Well, it's all over now. The sins of our ancestors have been purified, and the power of the emblems have been restored. It's time to rebuild the world, kid.
So yeah, that was Oceanhorn. Man, I really hope you liked the videos and liked my, my speed run and the story. I highly recommend you play this game yourself. It's fantastic. I'll definitely be playing Oceanhorn 2 when it comes out. Sadly, it'll probably come out first on mobile, and then so I'll have to wait a little longer for it to come on PS4, which is what I played this on, and that's the only gaming thing I have. But man, I'm so happy I got to do this, and I'm mainly happy that it's over now. As weird as that says, because I had a lot of fun learning the speedrun, but this is 3 weeks around 3 weeks of work that came together to make this. And at the start it was really fun and learning the run and just getting to play one of my favorite games again, but then it turned stressful trying to get the world record, and not being able to because anxiety kept messing up, being a perfectionist, but so this final product, I guess, of videos, it's far from perfect, but I kept running into all kinds of technical limitations, and I wanted it to all be one video, but I couldn't end up not doing that. But anyway, I hope you liked it. Check out Oceanhorn, it's really great, and come back to the channel. I'll be playing Oceanhorn 2 whenever it comes out, and I hope you liked the video, and I'll see you next time, so be soft.